All right, everyone, welcome back to The Long Dark. This is our Interloper sandbox, and I believe this is episode 3. Maybe 4, actually. I think it's episode 4. Anyway, if this is your first video in the series, welcome in. Basically just jumping into a playthrough or the survival sandbox on Interloper difficulty. No real strong objectives, basically just kind of the usual, see how long we can survive. And if you caught the last episode, basically at this point we all I really did is I rested up and kind of ate and recovered some condition. I went ahead and boiled some more water too. And made some of the herbal tea that I had on hand. So that's kind of what I've got going right now. I'm probably going to go ahead and tempted to eat the meat just because we're going to have to travel across. I think I'm going to head to the dam in this episode, so we're going to have to travel across most of the map. Okay, so let's see. I think I've got everything I need from here. Obviously, I've still got some guts and some pelts here. Curing, but obviously they're not ready, so I'm going to go ahead and just travel out, and we'll circle back. We'll circle back for those when before we leave the region anyway. I think what I'm ultimately going to do is probably go loot the dam, try and find what I can there, and then we'll probably head towards Forlorn Muskeg. Just basically to hit the forge as soon as possible so we can start getting some tools and things pulled together. I think that's going to be the plan of attack I want to use for this. Because right now, yeah, obviously Interloper, we're pretty much rolling out with nothing, so not a whole lot going on for us. So I'm going to try and kind of stick to the back roads here, so to speak. And I think if I kind of hug this side of the map, we should avoid most risks of wolves. At least that I can think of off the top of my head. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, I'm getting cold. We did recover quite a bit of condition when I slept last night. I did use the herbal tea, so that helped a ton. As well as if you recall, at the end of the last episode, I had a bunch of meat and things that I needed to, or that I cooked up and ate shortly before I went to bed. So that's definitely helping us right now as well. So that's kind of where we're at. Just jumping back into this. And while I'm on the road to get over there, I do just want to say, as usual, thanks for being here. I appreciate all the support that I've gotten on the channel so far. I know that I harp on that probably in every episode, but it does truly mean a lot. You know, I'm starting this channel, wasn't quite sure what the response would be, and so far it's been great. So I do appreciate that. If this is your first video that you're tuning in for, do me a favor and go ahead and hit that subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Helps me a ton. Just kind of lets me know I'm doing the right things here, and also kind of just keeps you up to date with all of the content that I've got. So feel free to like the video as well. That kind of helps me know that what we covered in the episode or what we got through and things is something people are interested in. And then if you have any other feedback, really anything at all, you know, want to tell me that it was a good episode, or want to tell me there's things you think I could do better, or maybe you just think I'm doing something silly in the sandbox here, feel free to let me know that as well. I am open to all kinds of feedback. So far so good with the wolf theory. I'm pretty far up here on the wall. Let's see, what are we looking down on? Isn't the hunter's blind right down here? I don't think there's a risk of wolves down here. So let's go ahead and just run down. Hopefully... Oh, okay. Well, no risk of wolves, but, you know, just the big brother. And I mean, we're pretty safe from them. I'm glad I saw them before I started working my way down that cliff, though. Otherwise, we would have been hurting there for a little while. I didn't. I guess that makes sense. I just didn't think about a bear spawn being there, but I think that is pretty par for the course. I'd like to check out the hunter's blind there. Yeah, he's kind of working his way, so we're gonna keep moving. I'd like to check out the hunter's blind, but obviously can't do it with him walking around over there. So we may try and check it out on the way back, see if he's still walking around there when we make that trip. But there's probably honestly not much at the hunter's blind to loot, but still worth checking out. We can't just cross it off without taking a little bit of time to check it out. Alright, let's see what we got in here. What am I carrying for fires? I got 3 books. I just was gonna see if I needed to pick up any of those books on the shelf. It probably still wouldn't hurt. Let me grab one. If you don't know, books are great to start fires with. Hey buddy, what you got? You got some painkillers. Nothing else though. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just for good measure, I'll grab that. So let's go ahead and tear this guy up. Let's give it a little bit longer to warm up inside as well. So not a ton, obviously, but I already hit that. What about this? Let's be 3. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll keep warming up. Anything else worthwhile in here? What am I not seeing? Let's see, I could break that box down. Probably take a little bit longer than I want to spend here. I think that's it. Let's take one little peek around the edges of this chair. Sometimes you'll find stuff stuck in the corners, but I'm not seeing anything, so let's go ahead and roll out of here. And we'll keep on. There's usually a ton of rabbits in this area, and I saw some when we went into the cabin, but I just don't know. We're not too far now.
So cold.
From
just lay down
at least a stopping off point, but I just don't want to bring any more wolves in than we need. Plus I don't see any right now, so not really an option if they're not around. Stuck on just a stick or a log. And I don't think I'm confident that the purple caches don't spawn in Interloper, but I think there's one somewhere around here. Normally on any of the other difficulties, but not really an option for us. So I think it's like right up that direction somewhere. Let's see, what are we dealing with? Don't see much of anything. Obviously there's the deer carcass. We're pretty cold. I don't know that I want to stop and break him down, or well, let's stop by him and see how long it's going to take, and then we'll make a final decision on what to do. Thanks. And I do want the feathers though. Alright, what do you got for me? 3 pounds, take me 16 minutes. The problem is I'm out of calories and I'm cold, but let's go ahead and do it. This early. Okay, where you at, buddy? Push back this direction. And so there's a rabbit, so if we can at least get near the rabbits. First, I guess let's find out where he is. Okay, he's well off over there. But, I mean, carrying the meat that I've got, he will start to kind of work his way towards me. And, you know, I just don't know. I guess I have it now, if I need it, that I can drop it as a decoy. You know, if it comes to that. Okay, he's coming for me. get them like lined up, and then I'll drop the drop it. Chances he might go after that. Okay, so there was more than one, and that's really my problem. Let's see how far I can get away from him before I make that decision. I may still be able to wiggle away without... Nah, you know what? It's not worth it. Let's go ahead and just dump it and move on. I'd like to hang on to the meat to have to cook and whatnot, but this early on, it's just not worth dying over, so... And he would kill me for sure, because I don't really have anything to defend myself, and my condition's already fairly low, so... that's a bummer. But, I mean, can't be sad about what you never really had. So, I think the trailers should be maybe in this little turn off here just ahead of us, and we can swing into there, maybe get some of our warmth back up. I may go ahead and eat. I'm carrying a cooked piece of rabbit and a cooked piece of deer. I may go ahead and eat the rabbit, just so we're not losing condition quite so fast. And it looks like I need to stop for some water as well.
Surrounded by snow, nothing to drink.
Deer. Pretty good sign that there's probably not wolves here, but still gotta be vigilant. Hey, buddy. He's not scared of me, or he didn't see me. One of the two. All right, let's go through these guys. Hopefully, we find some good stuff. All right, let's take a look around. I am gonna go ahead and eat the rabbit. Just it's giving me anxiety. Oh, I have another piece of. Wow. I didn't realize that I had that much. But I think I probably dropped the bigger piece, but that's okay. I still may leave that behind. I don't know. How much water? So, still okay on water, but before too long we'll need to boil some more. We can always get some at the dam, because there's a couple toilets there that we can pull from. So we'll keep that in mind as well. We'll probably at least be coming out of there with a new half-gallon or so. Under the bed, in the cabinets. Striking out. And I hit this already. Yep. Alright, well, this was a bust. Let's move on to the next one. Let's hit this one. What's up, Mr. Deer? You're still just hanging out? Alright, so some cloth. Am I still just wearing... Yeah, I still just have the hand wraps. I haven't found a real pair of gloves yet. May have to be the first thing we create or craft is the rabbit mitts. So right now we're not really... Did I... Don't laugh at me, but did I hit this? I did. I just have a hard time remembering. It's like I can search it and then turn around, and then when I turn back around, I can't remember. Alright, so some beef jerky. Can I break down any of this? Nope. Okay, not much here either. Beef jerky was about all. Tell you what I'm going to do, though. Let's, oh, yeah. Let's see, what would be the most beneficial? Probably the cooking, I feel like, is something that we'd want to level up the soonest. So let's read for an hour. And we'll use that hour to warm up a little bit.
Could eat anything right about
and
now.
then we'll keep moving. What time of day is it? It's only about midday. A little after midday. Right, before I dip into that last trailer, let's go, let's check out the house over here.
Can't feel my hands.
It's another book, another cooking book. A cooking informational book, not a cookbook. I don't know. What would you call that? A textbook about cooking? All right, big money, please.
I can always use more
chips.
food.
Little something. Enough to keep us going for a little longer, at least. Nothing. You know, it's hard. Interloper is challenging, obviously, because there's not the same amount of loot that you really get in any of the other game modes. Ooh, nice. But somewhat more realistic, I think. Like, you wouldn't expect to just find, like, everything under the sun. Okay, well, let's keep moving towards the dam. I'm trying to think if there's a risk of wolves up here or not. I honestly can't recall that there is, but that doesn't mean that there isn't. For all I know, there could be all over the place here. Let's kind of cut a wide swath around that turn, because something tells me that if they are over here, that they're probably going to be kind of in between here and the railroad track, which is just kind of through that opening. So I want to get a good long look at it before I'm...
Never felt so cold in my life.
Yep, we're just starting to get to that point. I'm just about really to the dam though, so... And I don't think I can get there this way. I have to turn. I'm just seeing if there's anything else useful. There might be some saplings and things. That's probably something I need to consider trying to get, so I can start getting those curing so I can get a bow sooner than later. And I do need to kind of keep a mind on collecting sticks as well, just for my next fire, whenever that is. What's that over there, deer? And I guess really I should try and search the railroad car there at some point. There's not even usually a lot there, and you know, the lesser difficulties, but leave no stone unturned, that whole philosophy. I think we're just about safe from wolves. I do know that generally there is one or two that are like right over there by those couple of trailers that are just across the bridge. So when we get over there, I probably will be ready to do some running if I need to, because that's a possibility. Something we may have to do. Yeah, I can hear them already. Hopefully they're like down the hill a ways and not like right across the bridge. Let's take a peek over here for them. So there's plenty of cattails down there. If that might be where I want to head next. But the problem is, like I said, if there's a couple of wolves like right behind this rock formation, then it's going to make it difficult to get down there. So we'll see how it plays out. Okay. Yep. Alright, so I dropped some of the meat that I had, the last piece of... Ooh boy, he was right on our butt. I think another second and he would have had us. It probably would have been lights out. That was close. That was extremely close. There may have been more than one, which I kind of thought that there was, but I dropped the meat that I had, and I don't... Something was still following me, so I don't know if it A he didn't bite on the decoy, or B, there might have been an additional wolf too that was after me. Alright, let's hope for big things here. Okay, this one's locked. Surely there's something in here. Nope. What a waste. And I hit that. Let's look under. That's just a pillow, yeah. And I hit this, yep. Alright, and maybe... Oh, nope, I hit that. Alright, so let's see what we got for food. I probably need to eat something, a little something. And let's read again for like an hour to warm up and all that fun stuff. Okay, let's Let's do the unthinkable. Take a peek outside.
Never been so hungry in my life.
And I'm not carrying the meat anymore, which was kind of the, I think, part of the problem when we came through just a second ago. Alright, so let's run over here. Check this one.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
We'll check this out, and then we will... gunsmithing. Not really worthwhile. There not being any firearms. Okay, some granola bar. You know, I don't know that I'll need the spray paint, but I might just take a can of it so I've got it if a situation arises where it may come in handy. So I'll just take it so I've got some. But I don't anticipate that I'll use it regularly. Alright, not seeing anything else in here. Alright, let's head back out. We'll hit the try and hit the pickup truck quickly, and then we'll try and get at least into the dam. I don't know if they're still around here. I don't see the wolf. But you never know. He kind of creeped up on me last time. All right, let's jump out of here and run to the gate. And once we get in here, we should be scot-free because they can't. I'll close it behind me, and then they can't get in. All right.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Yep, I know, buddy. I'm not a big fan of it either. Let's see. I would like to take an hour and 300 calories. That's just not a ton of meat on that, but let's do it. Since we're probably going to be in the dam at least for one night, we may, if we find more matches in here, then I will consider starting another fire. I don't know. We'll see. At least we have it if we decide that we want to cook or not. Not really much ever in the way of loot out here, I don't think. So let's head inside. And then I tell you what, guys, we are right at time for what I'm trying to keep the episodes in this series too. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here, and we will pick up next time basically in this exact same spot as usual, and we'll kind of do some looting in the dam and try and get some more things figured out. So thanks for tuning into the episode. I appreciate the support you guys have been giving me. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you all in the next one.